Juneteenth is about race. Therefore, it's a racist holiday. I am not going to engage in any racist holidays, and neither are all of the other real Americans. Yes, I am quoting the so-called, those who identify as Aboriginal, the Black non-African Americans. These are your allies and your friends that I am quoting. This is what they think. This is what they're saying. Okay. Not only do they get to complain about the effects of chattel slavery, but now they get to complain about Juneteenth too, which does not truly represent our liberation anyway. And the reason why I am saying this is because Juneteenth is labeled as Freedom Day. Yet where are we? We as Black people, not just in America, but around the globe, where are we? We are not independent. We are constantly begging to be accepted into racism, white supremacy. And the reason why I'm saying this is because look at our governments, and no disrespect, because honestly, I think that these women are brilliant. Some of these congresswomen, you got Jasmine Crockett out there. You got you have Ayanna Pressley. You got these people fighting, but they are fighting for the wrong things. And the reason why I say it's the wrong thing is because since the quote unquote abolishment of slavery, because you have to also be aware that there were people enslaved well into the 1960s, like May Louise Miller, who did not know that Freedom Day, quote unquote Freedom Day, had passed. So you had people like May Louise Miller who were still well beyond 1865, who were still believing that they were supposed to be slaves. Then you had Jim Crow, which ended around the same time, maybe the mid 60s. Okay. A lot of these things, Jim Crow, if you think about it, that was just 60 years ago. But a lot of these people that you call your allies and your friends, they say, that was so long ago. Oh my God, that was 160 years ago. As if it was 160,000 years ago. Well, we are still celebrating, and no disrespect for all those who are religious, but we are still celebrating Jesus Christ because he died for our sins. But we can't celebrate our ancestors who died by the hands of ignorance that is still plaguing our world today. It's still plaguing our world today. But by us acknowledging them, we're the ones that's racist. Chattel slavery was not racist at all. That was kindness to the white man. This is what I am saying. We want to be accepted into that. That's what we want to be accepted into. Why? Why? Because you believe in that superiority. You believe in that racism, white supremacy. And it's in us now, turned into Black supremacy as we go around the globe. I don't want to say pitting ourselves against each other, but, saying how we are superior, either because, we were born in America, or because we are the Aboriginal Indians, or because, we were born in Haiti, so we're Haitian. We're not actually African, we're Haitian. It's not just us in America. This is everywhere around the globe where we are seeing ourselves as inferior to the other African when we are the same African. And that is the problem. That is why this gets to continue. This ignorance gets to continue because we keep lowering ourselves to fit into it. And you just look at these comments. Look at these comments. This is what your allies, this is what your friends really think of you. And then you grow up and you become someone like this girl here. You become someone who believes that her ancestors, that that African part of her, half of her, does not need to be acknowledged. That, she basically has the mindset of Candace Owens, okay? because that is what it does. And this is what I am talking about. Sadly, again, I'm not going to say the majority or everyone. I'm not going to say everyone, but it's enough of us that it's keeping us on the same frequency. It's keeping us from elevating and rising out of racism, white supremacy. It's keeping us in it. Because when you are the product of interracial parents, when you are the product of that interracial making, who are you going to grow up to defend? Who are you going to grow up to protect? You are going to grow up to protect and be an activist for racism, white supremacy. You are protecting racism by saying that Juneteenth will only cause more division, instead of acknowledging the reason why it exists in the first place. No, you go straight to, what are we doing to white people when we have not even fixed what has been done to Black people, what continues to be done to Black people? This is the problem. This is why we are not getting ahead, because we are assimilating. And we are taking on, even if you are not the product of an interracial relationship, an interracial making, even as just a Black African person, African American, you want to appease. You are taught, your environment, this country, is quote unquote white. And so in order for you to fit in order for you to be accepted, not only do you have to laugh at your ancestors, you have to deny them, laugh at them, make jokes about them, and talk about how things like Black History Month and Juneteenth are the problem. That's what's causing the division. That's going to cause the division, and that maybe if we just don't talk about racism, it'll go away. That will solve all of our problems. No. What will make it go away, Black people, my African, Pan-African family, what will make it go away is by us waking up, uniting, and getting away from the system. But we don't want to do that, do we? Because capitalism has us. It has us. And it's all part of the system. But the only way, I'm telling you, they're not learning. They have not learned, and they will not learn. There is no amount of begging that you can do. There is no amount of pleading that you can do. There is no amount of asking that you can do. We have to begin to see our value, see ourselves as human, treat ourselves as human. And that begins in the way that we view our ancestors, the way that we fight for our ancestors. Because until we fight for our ancestors, we will not fight for ourselves. We will continue fighting for, and I can't think of the, whatever it's called. We will continue to be an activist for racism, white supremacy. What are we doing to white people? Oh dear, oh my God, what are we doing to white people? That is what we are going to continue to do. Just look at the comments. I mean, and it's not just the comments, but what I'm trying to help us see is that instead of what we never should have done was begged in the first place for equality. And I've heard Malcolm X say something similar. You know, why would you want to equate yourself to, I don't know, something that's inferior to you? Why would you want to equate yourself to that? And that is what we're doing, because mentally we're saying we want to be equal to the ignorance. Treat me equally, please. No, we need to treat ourselves equally. This is about us. And we have to be the ones to get out of it. They are not going to end it. They will not end racism. As long as they are here, as long as we are here with them, and we accept it, and we accept everything, it's going to continue because it benefits them. We are the only ones who do not benefit from this system. So that's what I'm trying to help you see. I know it's hard. It's especially hard, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be upset when I say this. We are not free yet. We are not liberated yet. And that is the trick with Juneteenth, because it has you thinking, wow, white people, those who identify as white, continue to disrespect our ancestors and us. While they continue to do that, it has us believing that this was actually Freedom Day. When the United States gained independence, it did not gain independence in just Texas. The whole country gained independence. So because all of us did not gain independence in 1865, that is not Freedom Day. And we are still fighting for freedom, but we are fighting for it in the wrong way. We are fighting for it because we want to fit into a system of ignorance. And I'm saying, please stop it. In order for us to be accepted, we have to take on that view of white supremacy. And I do not want us to do that, because this is what they are thinking about you when you call these people your friends. They're laughing at chattel slavery. They think it's funny. And if you are laughing at it too, I mean, we're lost. At some point, we have to gain some kind of dignity and respect, some kind of self-respect, if we expect to rise out of this system. I really want that for us, because I know it matters. We only get maybe 60, 80 years if we're lucky. So the children really are our future. And if we're not sending this message, if we're not spreading this message, we will completely assimilate. And people like this will be representing us. And we will all be fighting and becoming activists for racism, white supremacy. Because chattel slavery was a kindness. Juneteenth is racist. This is the mindset of this country and the president who runs it.